one, am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? Hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
Bueno, este juego es un
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently. The Johns family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other, and who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
You must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front. Let's mount up and hit the trail. Take it easy until we're out of town. Ain't no point in causing a ruckus. If you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then?
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is.
Vale, la barra
So what are you doing up in the
azul.
fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I said, you ain't gonna find many folk around those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as an old serrated back here. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
Are you planning on spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Thieves Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hold up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all? Yeah. So it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson. Do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guy. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
You ain't very talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. That's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you better off not knowing.
Damn coyotes. What a waste of good meat. Almost there, Mr. Marshall. Just over this hill. Whoa now.
Come on.
Listen, mister. This here is what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
No que donde le consigan a tirar, ¿no? Yo que este juego me lo vi ya por YouTube. Y recuerdo que cuando me lo vi, o sea, bueno, me vi las cinemáticas, quiero decir. Porque lo que el gameplay la verdad que no me lo llega a ver. Y recuerdo que aquí lo consigue a tiro, si no me falla la memoria.
Come for you! Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge. No more Dutch. And no more you. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well?
Oh. Poor Jim.
Yo creo que le metía, yo recordaba que le metía más tiros, pero no sé por qué no. Sí, ahora venía a recogerlo quien sea. No recuerdo quién. A ver, que los juegos de un segundo. Son bastante más cinemáticos que un GTA. Ese hombre del gobierno.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarlane. Miss Bonnie McFarlane.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarlane. I don't know.
Huh. So what were you doing?
I was trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later and help me patrol the perimeter? You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
And thank you for saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
Oh. Vale, pues ahora en principio tengo que ir al símbolo azul. Vale. Y yo me mato un tiro aquí. Si no me hubieran hecho nada, ¿eh? Ah, no, mira el detalle. Vale, vale. O sea, que ya decía yo, digo que el cabrón más lo ven los dos.
Back in the land of the living, I see.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
I sure can use an extra pair of hands around here. Let's see if we can get you back in the saddle.
Esta no es la del 2.
There's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarland.
Hop on up. He won't bite. Come on, then. I'll show you around the property.
Here!
General store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials. Wait, Mr. Marston! Do you even know where you're going? And here's the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase. Yeah! That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Change is only good when it makes things better.
Go!
Back at the house. Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaint from me, Miss McFarland.
Well, are we going inside?
Ovviamente l'amico mi stava insegnando il tutorial. È che, vabbè, se dico la verità che mi sto aburrendo un poco, però è che basicamente è lo mismo che nel DOS.
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot then riding a horse seems to
O
take
que
it out of
aquí
you.
te lo enseño yo creo que mejor, porque en el 2 el tutorial es que era hiper
Come on
mega
in.
largo, tío.
I'll show you the house and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Pero este parece que va más directo, parece.
Mr. Marston,
Miss McFarland.
remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do.
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around this time. Come on, then. Let's mount up and take a look around.
Bonito paisaje, ¿eh? Tía, el cielo, tú. Esto tiene modo foto. Tiene que tener modo foto, tío.
Keep your eyes open and try not to get yourself shot again. Thank you, Mr. Marston. I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team.
Come on!
I don't believe it. Those damn rabbits are back. Give me a hand with them, will you? Easy now.
Come on!
Come on, then. Time to put that bloodlust of yours to good use. You got one! That's it. Kill those little varmints.
Vale, cuadrado para saltar, que no me acordaba ya, tío.
Much obliged for the help. Them rabbits can be wily little critters. Let's mount up and patrol the rest of the property.
Y para recargar, ¿cómo era? Recargar a mí me lo usé el botón, ¿cuál era?
We should keep moving. There's still a ways to go.
Que ya se nota que llevo ya tela de años jugando un juego de esto, porque hombre, yo me acuerdo que el año pasado recuerdo que si lo estuve jugando un día, que a lo mejor grabé la partida, pero no me acuerdo ya. Lo jugué luego que sale. Pero este juego que tenía ganas de traerlo al canal, porque está en la continuación, del 2. Y este tenía muchísimas ganas de traerlo al canal. Además que este es un juego que tenía ya desde hace unos años pensado jugarlo. Lo que pasa es que nunca había visto. Pero ahora que me lo han prestado, pues vamos, es que es del tío. Y ya bájate del caballo, tío. No que una puta. No le he dado, no. ¿Que son lobos? Sí. Son lobos, perros, lo que sea.
Well, that's enough fun for one night. Let's head back.
¿Y cómo hago para llamar al caballo?
Yeah.
You know, you can actually handle a rifle.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
Here we are. Thank you for your
your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss McFarlane.
Vale. Confiado dwójno, ¿eh? Este me lo pondré después. El resto me imagino, que habrá que ir comprándolo poco a poco.
Oh, Mr. Marston. How are you doing today?
I'm well, Miss McFarlane. Thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm fine. Thank you. So, how are your ribs?
Fine. A little sore, but apart from a couple extra scars, it'll be as nothing happened.
Good. Come in, come in. You know, you never did tell me how you met that Bill Williamson or what you wanted from him.
No, miss, I did not.
Well, why not, if you don't mind me asking?
I certainly don't mind you asking if you don't mind me not telling. See, it's a complicated and somewhat pathetic tale, and by telling you, not only will I be putting your life in danger, but also threatening the lives of some people that I hold very dear.
Well, I apologize if I seem to be prying.
And I apologize for my reticence. Hope you believe me when I say that it's simply out of respect for you.
Of course, Mr. Marston. I understand that a city dweller such as yourself likes to have some exotic secrets, so us country folk are impressed.
I'm no city man, miss.
Yeah, but I saw you get on the train at Blackwater. You with those gentlemen in bowler hats?
I'm still no city man.
I bet you can't ride, Mr. Marston.
I hate to take money from a lady, miss.
Oh, you won't be. I'll race you right now.
If it makes you happy.
We'll see.
On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, go! I trust you're not gonna be a gentleman about this.
You don't know me at all, Miss McFarland.
Yo, yo.
Come on. Go. Come on.
You'll have to do better than that.
Let's go. Come on, easy up now. How you doing back there?
Giddy up! I have got you now.
Let's go, Miss McFarland. Are you saving the best for last? Come on. Should I wait for you to catch up?
You're not as bad as I thought you'd be. This is gonna be close. Yeah. Isn't this jolly? I'm coming, don't you worry.
No,
Easy now.
no te ganas, hijo mío. Aunque por
That was
poquito.
fun.
Sure.
You know, you should go pay the marshal a visit in Armadillo sometime. I'm sure he could help you deal with that nice Mr. Williamson.
Yeah, I might just do that, Miss McFarland.
You do whatever you think's best, Mr. Marston. Mr. Marston, how are you?
Good, Miss McFarland. How are you?
I'm well. Would you mind riding with me to Armadillo? I've got to get some supplies and I could do with the company.
Of course.
You can take the reins. It wouldn't do for a terrifying bounty hunter such as yourself to be seen driven around by a woman.
Take the driver's seat, come on.
No, yo creo que esta salida sí, la bonita se van al lado. Bueno, está la rubia de la tranza en el lado, hombre, va. Que también era amiga de... Sí, voy, espérate, coño. Que era amiga de la Morgan, ¿sabes?
You're looking much better, considering you were almost buzzard food a couple days ago.
I have you to thank for that, miss.
So do tell me, have you needlessly risked your life since we last spoke?
No, No, miss, I have not.
Well, that's a relief. Perhaps there's hope for you yet.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, there's always hope, Mr. Marston. You can't be a rancher in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
An admirable attitude, miss.
I suppose so. I can't think of any other way to stay sane, to be frank. What about you? Have you ever given up hope altogether?
Hope hasn't really entered into it. It's not really something I think about.
A peculiar outlook. I can't really say I understand you.
I can't always say I do either.
Oh, don't be so deliberately enigmatic.
I'm not, miss.
Yes, you are. You are being deliberately obscure as a substitute for having a personality.
I just know there are two theories to arguing with women, and neither one works.
I'm not even going to dignify that gibberish with a response. I think it's kind of funny I found you dying on the side of the road and now you're driving me into town.
You have a strange sense of humor.
Well, you must admit, it's an unusual start to a friendship.
I didn't realize we were friends, Miss McFarland.
Oh, please. Now who's being funny? Listen, I know that business with Williamson is your business, but I don't know. You've been good to us, and I don't think you're a bad man. A little stupid, perhaps, but not rotten. I just worry about you gallivanting around these parts like you're some kind of deranged bounty hunter. Like Paul always says, don't go waking snakes.
I appreciate your concern for us lesser mortals, Miss McFarland. I really do. And if there was any other way out, I'd take it. I can assure you of that.
You never did tell me where you live.
I have a small holding up in Great Plains.
A farmer? Yeah, and I'm the Queen of England. And at what point during your day of hunting down outlaws do you find time to raise chickens?
Only been at it 3 years or so. I guess I'm kind of new to it.
You're telling me? So who's looking after this farm of yours right now?
Uncle. Well, he's not my uncle, as far as I know. Just an old dog who's as lazy as a lizard on a hot day. The kind of fella laboring under the delusion that age brings wisdom.
Sounds like the perfect person to leave in charge of your entire livelihood.
We go way back, and I didn't have a lot of choice.
I'd be getting back there if I was you.
That's what I'm trying to do, miss.
So this is Armadillo. Manhattan it is not, but it does okay for us. Most important thing for you right now is getting yourself into Dr. Johnson's office to purchase some medicine. The first one's on me.
Thank you, miss. I'll pay you back.
I'm sure you shall. The doc's a good fellow. He saved your life, so be polite to him. Meet me in front of the general store when you're done.
Hola.
Excellent to see you today.
Hello, friend.
Finally come to get that bullet out your leg.
Thanks.
Well, hello there.
Quizá lo que supone que es la roja, ¿no? Sí, la barra roja de... al lado del mapa, oh, digo yo que tiene que hacer eso, porque cuando te llene la pantalla...
Well, thanks for driving me. It was nice to be able to enjoy the view for once, and a little company never hurts now and again.
You're more than welcome, miss. Least I can do. Thank you for the medicine.
Why don't you have a look around Armadillo? You can always take a stagecoach back to the ranch later.
I might just do that. Travel safely, miss.
Try not to get yourself shot. I won't be around to save you this time.
I'm not here for that, miss.
What he was doing.
Ah, ok. ¿Este es el mapa del juego? No, no es muy grande. Me lo compara con el del 2, pero el del 2 el mapa era tremendo, ¿sabes? El del 2 el mapa te cagaba de lo grande que era, hermano. El 2 tenía un mapa que yo qué sé. También te digo, el mapa del Red Dead 2, cuando te ponía ya a viajar rápido y todo el rollo, porque no recuerdo que podía viajar rápido. Sí, llamaba a las carrozas, que eran los taxis de los GTA, que llamaba a las carrozas y te llevaban de un punto a otro. También te digo que las carrozas no las desbloqueaba hasta el acto 4, me parece que era a finales del acto 3.
Hey, you got a visitor.
No, pero estos juegos son otra cosa.
Now what you want?
My name's John Marston. You wanted to speak to me.
I did?
So,
Why?
I guess because we're both in the business of the law.
Este juego creo yo que va a ir más directo, sí. Este tiene pinta que va a ir más directo, porque siendo de la generación pasada y demás, no...
You that fella from the train company?
No, I'm from Fort Mercer.
Fort Mercer? You them one of them Williamson boys.
Calm down.
Go on, shoot him, mister. Shoot him.
Come on, what, you getting cute with me, boy?
What's going on here?
I got me one of them Williamson boys.
I got me one of them idiots who give marshals a bad name.
Jonah, put your gun down. You must be the man from Blackwater.
Yes, sir. Listen, that dog ain't too bright, but he seems loyal.
Jonah, get out of here for a minute.
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson, sir. And you. Oh, I done seen enough of your hide around here, friend.
I think there's some school children down the way you can go and frighten.
Oh, hardy fucking har. Dickhead.
What are you doing here, Mr. Marston? Apart from frightening my deputies.
I'm here to capture or kill Bill Williamson.
Okay.
Can you help me?
He's outside my jurisdiction. He's in the next county. Of course, Bill Williamson and his boys have tended to keep themselves away from my town.
So you're happy to have him out there?
Well, I ain't happy, but I also ain't suicidal. My job is to keep this town safe, not clean up all of these 3 counties. It's hard enough around here.
You know, I hear you speak And suddenly I'm reminded of how some of the people I respected most in my life had a problem with authority. What's wrong with you?
Well, I'm sure you and your fine friends have enjoyed spending your time running around pursuing noble causes. My cause is to keep this town from turning into a living hell for the folks who live here. Whole world has problems, mister. I'm here, doing what I can.
Why? What's happening?
Right now? I got the railway, the people who pay my salary, trying to get me to turn a blind eye to the burned out settlements up there. I got a bunch of cattle rustlers out near Box Canyon needs shutting down. Not forgetting the gang that keeps murdering homesteaders out in the back country. And I got a bunch of hoods over in the saloon, drunk, threatening to shoot up the whole town. That's all I got today. But it's early yet. Give me a couple more days. There'll be more.
All right, tell you what. Let's go deal with them hoods in the saloon. Then we'll discuss Williamson.
Okay, boy. You're a persistent little cuss, ain't you?
Only when things matter.
Let's head over to the saloon.
So who are we looking for?
A bunch of two-bit hoodlums, led by this fella called Walton. Goddamn road agents who prey on the stages coming in and out of town. Drivers in Armadillo spend more time with their hands in the air than on the reins these days.
And you're happy to let them drink in your saloon?
Happy? No. But the way I figure it, better they're carousing in there than out robbing decent folk.
That's an interesting approach to law enforcement.
There's the dumb rat bastard now. Let's follow him. See what kind of hole he crawls into.
Let's go, Marston. I've been after that son of a bitch for months. Damn, he's seen it. Come on, don't lose it. Catch me up. I don't want to let that bastard get away.
Come on! If Walton's as bad as you say he is, why don't we just beef him now while we got the chance? Come on!
Keep up, will ya?
Let's go! Let's go! Yeah! Yeah!
El caballo es precioso, el caballo que estoy llevando.
Looks like we got company, boys.
Damn! Take cover! We'll work our way up this hill.
Hey, yeah, you, over here. Move up to that wagon on your right. I'll cover you. Head for the crate, boy. I'll cover you.
too happy with you.
Not a bad shot, Mr. Marston. Why don't you check in with me next time you're in town?
I don't want to be no policeman, Marshal.
Nor did I, my friend. I can promise you that. I'll see you soon, Mr. Marston.
Bueno, gente, pues creo que me voy a pasar una misión más y la vamos. Anda, por fin, por dinero, tío. Ya los caballos los puedo saquear. Sí, sí los puedo saquear. Oh, me hago una misión más.
What is it with these things? Hello? It's a new line. Hello? Hello?
Sounds fun. What's happening?
I have no idea. Yeah, if it's important, they'll send someone down like they did with you.
Suddenly, the world is full of days.
Yeah. I remember when we first got here. We used to consider people from Dade County to be exotic. Now guys can get here from the Midwest. Like another 6 days.
Things have changed.
They've gotten away from me. Hello? I don't understand it no more, boy. Honest to goodness.
I'm not sure I do.
Marshal! 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 I'd just been up in the canyon, spying like you said. I think I seen me a couple of them rustlers. I think it was the Ballard twins and a couple of Mexicans.
They up there right now?
Well, it was a group of 4 men rounding up Mr. Gulch's livestock, and none of them looked like any of Gulch's hands, so yes, sir, right now.
That sarcasm is most unbecoming, Eli. It's gonna hold you back in life, even worse than your lazy eye. All right, let's go. You ride with us again, Marston?
Will you help me?
I will try.
It'd be my pleasure.
Bueno, gente, sopa.
Stay with us, Marston. You never know. The Baller twins might have set up an ambush. I'll be honest with you, Marston. I ain't for all this government interference.
Believe me, Marshal, neither am I.
We need to stick together, boy. Them rustlers might be waiting for us. Are you sure we're the Baller twins, Eli?
Sure as shooting. I'd know those boys any place.
Are these the same rustlers who've been causing the McFarlands so much trouble?
If you want to avoid a rope around your neck, I'd advise you to stay on 2 feet around that ranch, Marston.
They rustle them one day and sell them in Thieves' Landing the next. They've been making more money than they can keep dry.
Drew's got enough problems without these bastards stealing his cattle. Why haven't you done anything, Marshal?
Look around you, boy. It ain't exactly difficult for a man to stay on the dodge out here, especially around Pike's Basin. Have places like a labyrinth.
A labby what?
A labyrinth, you idiot. Spelled D-U-M-B.
Settle down, boys. We're gonna need our wits about us. The Ballers have built up quite a posse. Come on. Nearly there.
Come!
All right, boys. Let's proceed on foot from here. Let's move up the canyon towards the fort. Be ready, boys. We're probably gonna be...
Sí, los 7 últimos minutos. Y esto cae guardado. No, cargando. Ah, pero que no puedo guardar. No, no puedo guardar. Pues entonces nada, a las 10:52, bueno, pues ya está. Que me estoy durmiendo ya, gente, no me voy a engañar, también que está mal una. Él es lo más seguro que le meta. No, pero la verdad es que el comienzo está interesante. El comienzo está interesante, la verdad. A mí el comienzo de este me gusta más que el del 2, porque el del 2, tío, la nieve empezaba lento, tío. Pero este empieza saquete. Bueno, espérate un segundo, que quiero ver de dónde voy a empezar. Como me imagino que empezaré desde... Me imagino que empezaré desde el mismo pueblo. Esto acá. Sí, vale, por favor, mí.
Mr. Marston, I've been hearing about your plans.
Have you, Miss McFarland?
Yes, from Lee Johnson. To settle here and build a life for yourself.
I'm afraid those aren't my plans. See, I already have a life. Well, I had one, and I'm trying to reclaim it. Or maybe what you could say is I had two, and I'm trying to end one of them so the other can survive.
You do so love to talk in riddles, Mr. Marston. Do you do that, I wonder, as a substitute for having anything interesting to say?
Probably, Miss McFarland.
Oh, call me Bonnie, you fool. Call me Bonnie.
Miss McFarland, I'm married. I have a son. I had a daughter, but she died. Years before that, I rode in a gang. We robbed banks, trains, held people ransom. We killed people we didn't like. Bill Williamson was in that gang. Now, if I don't capture my former brother in arms, great harm will befall my family. Now, I don't suppose any of this is very interesting to you, but I hope it explains why I wasn't so eager to talk about it.
No, I do understand. I had no idea. You poor man.
Even in this new country, memories don't really fade. My father was an illiterate Scot born on the boat into New York. He never saw his homeland, but to hear him talk about it, you'd imagine he only ever ate haggis and wore a kilt. And he hated English for what they had done to his great-grandparents he'd never met. People don't forget. Nothing gets forgiven.
That's true. Especially when it comes to money. And you know, even now, after all his labors, my father's debts are still terrible. I worry every day about us losing the ranch. It would kill him.
My father died when I was 8 years old. His eyes were, well, let's just say he was blinded in a bar fight south of Chicago. My mother died during childbirth. She was a prostitute and he was her, well, I don't know what he was. So I was sent off to an orphanage and ran away and fell in with a gang.
My word. What a difficult life you've lived.
The leader of the gang taught me how to read. Taught me how to see all that was good in the world. He was a great man in a way.
But you killed people.
Sure. And I've suffered for it. And that's the life I left, or tried to leave. I'm an uneducated killer, sent here to do all I can do well. Kill a man in cold blood so that another man may do his part to cut crime in an area, and a rich man can be elected governor on the back of these promises.
Civilization is a truly beautiful thing, Mr. Marston. Listen, can you help me?
Well, I can try. What do you need, money?
No, nothing so complicated. I need an extra hand to take out the herd to pasture.
Sure. Point me in the right direction.
Are you ready to learn how to herd some cows?
Come on.
Thank you for telling me all that back there. It must have been hard for you.
I hope you understand now why I've been playing my cards somewhat close to my chest.
I didn't know you had a wife and child. Then again, I don't think I ever asked. They're lucky to have a man like you.
Good to see you, Miss McFarland.
Easy now. All right, let's get you the herd cows and load these cars and get it.
That's it. Come on. Yeah. Easy on it. Come on. Keep on moving.
Herd the cows down the road. Pretend you know what you're doing. Whoa. You're not bad with the herd. Ranching might be your true calling, Mr. Marston. Either that or you were a cow in a past life.
Thank you, Miss McFarland.
I'll see you later. I have work to do back at the ranch.
Let's go.
Rockstar. Bueno, pues lo vamos a dejar aquí, gente. Me haya gustado el comienzo. Ya lo más seguro es que, bueno, mañana quizá grabo otra vez. La verdad que el comienzo me ha gustado bastante, ¿eh? Así que bueno, voy a cortar. Y ya nos veremos.